My 3 points for them. Number one, develop Jonathan Kuminga and the rest of the young guys. We know what happened with Jordan Poole. We know he's in Washington now, but he should have been in Golden State. He's not. I won't cry over spilled milk on it. But you still have Moses Moody. You still got Kuminga and Gary Payton II. Like there's other names in place, right, that could actually become gems down the road for them. What they become, Trace Jackson Davis. So sorry.
Yep.
Love his game. But the whole situation in Golden State is looking like it's going to crumble. We're seeing rumors of Steph Curry potentially being unhappy if they don't do good in the next year or so or the rest of his contract. I think that's a lot closer than what people actually realize. So focus on your core. I wouldn't even prioritize Steph as much if I'm Mike Dunleavy, if I'm the Warriors right now, just because we're not going to get another piece here. It doesn't look like they are. After missing out on Paul George in the beginning of the offseason, Lauri Markkanen signed a massive deal like we talked about a couple episodes ago. So focus on your guys right now. Jonathan Kuminga looks like he's your guy.
Yeah.
So let's just focus up on that. Number two, attempt to revive the 2015 vibe. Like, remember the vibes that we had, even though LeBron was playing by himself, no Kyrie, no K-Love in that final series. Damn shame, but the Warriors were a great
Thanks,
team.
Kelly.
Yeah, your boy, Kelly.
The clinic.
Yeah, he put on one all right. Sucking shoulders out and all. But, yeah, like, literally, it was Steph, Clay, and Dre were obviously your staples. It was beautiful basketball. Harrison Barnes, we mentioned Barbosa, David Lee, Bogut. Everything was just a well-oiled machine in Steve Kerr's first season.
Yep.
So everything just looked amazing on the offensive end of the ball. So that's kind of the similar situation that you're in now. Kevin Durant's not walking through that door. You signed Buddy Hield. You got Kyle Anderson. You got DeAnthony Melton. Those were your three big free agency acquisitions. We mentioned all the time, Buddy Hield's the only other person that made just as many threes as Steph. Well, there's your de facto Klay Thompson. You still got Draymond. Yeah, I get he aged. He's still one of the smartest players in the game. You still got Steph, who's arguably better than what he was in 2015 now. And then you add in Kuminga, which is a different kind of player. The Warriors never really had a freak athlete that can get his own bucket like that. It's a little different, but find a way to reinvent those vibes. Find a way to reinvent the role players around to kind of just remember ball movement's the most important thing. Not saying that the Warriors have gotten away from that, but I don't need Steph to drop 30, 32 a game next season. 100%. I don't want that. If he's doing that, we're probably just barely 500, just like how they were last year, and they missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Lastly here, continue to star hunt until the trade deadline. Like, I mentioned that I don't think they should prioritize Steph, and I do feel that way. But just like how we talked about for the Lakers, just like how we talked about even for the Celtics, revamping your roster is going to be the most important step heading into the season. So if the Warriors can still get an impact player, maybe LaVine ends up there. I don't really like that fit per se, but if you're looking for a big name, go fishing.
Right.
Get one. Maybe Karl Anthony Towns is unhappy.
I'll tell you that much. If they wanted someone like LaVine.
No, they definitely won't.
Wouldn't have to give up much.
I would consult Steph and see, hey, do you want to play with this player? Because that's what Rob Pelinka does with LeBron and AD.
Right.
So Mike Dunleavy, if there's somebody unhappy, talk to Steph, talk to Dre, see what they want to do. But this is how you keep your team competitive. That's my 3.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, developing Kuminga, Moody, Pods, all these guys that you mentioned, I think is crucial to, the next step in, the organization for Golden State. Same with LeBron, like Steph isn't going to be there forever. So as much as, you have him there now, but you still have to look towards the future and life after Steph Curry. And that's why the Warriors are in a weird position because you have to focus on that. But at the same time, you still do have Steph Curry, and Steph Curry is still unbelievable. So you have to kind of find a middle ground. And yeah, no, I agree. 2015 vibe, just like kind of working around like a core group of guys and having everyone fill in, finding their roles. And if you can get a star, you can get a star. I still believe that Lauri Markkanen would have been a great piece for them. Obviously, they didn't want to part with some guys, but that's their decision. But if there are guys that are available that you feel better fits the team and it's a more win now move, I don't think it would be a bad decision to make. So yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.